Welcome to episode 40. We reached the
Wah,
big
wah,
40.
wah.
You all awaken after a night of partying and watching Casros attempt to juggle guangos, which didn't end up going so well. But good times were had by all as even Ray got heavily intoxicated and began to pet the Liontars. That night, you all fall asleep in your host's temple, great hall, whatever this thing is, and you have interesting dreams. Dane, you dream of yourself low to the ground, crawling on all fours, hunting, looking for something tasty, maybe meat. You feel your fur stand on end as you get ready to attack something unknown, but you know it's a tasty meal. And then, right before the strike, you wake up. Ray, you feel yourself running across an open, sunlit field, dashing side to side, and then up a small tree, and then down, pouncing upon a squirrel. Casros, you dream of yourself lazily lying across a tree branch in the sun. And then, when something stirs you, rolling and expertly darting at a bird, snatching it out of the air. Alpha, you feel yourself running faster than you've ever run before. And this is your power down mode, so it's particularly odd that you're dreaming. But faster than you've ever run before and springing, jumping super high.
Curious. I would have thought it would have been of electric sheep.
Electric sheep don't dream, right?
No, but androids dream of electric sheep.
There it is. That's the one.
So, in fact, funny story about that. I put one of those videos, the fractal videos, on the screen, and my kids the other day were like, "Is this what Data dreams of?"
Eh,
I liked it.
nice.
Anyway, so you all wake up a little confused, but in a new place. And after being offered something to break the fast of the night before, you are taken by Rakesh to meet with the king. The king's hall is not particularly fancy. These people obviously like a relatively sparse environment. Mostly advisors, all Liontars line the area, and you are the only bipedals in the room. There's a little bit of side glances and looks as you walk in, but since you are being led by Rakesh, everyone seems to just accept you being there. He walks up, takes a bow, and says, "Your Highness, I brought visitors. I believe they can aid us." The king looks down at the four of you. Yes. Outsiders may be of benefit here. Our own people are too conspicuous.
Who is your leader?
Gond, naturally.
What? Good answer.
Ah. And which one of you is Gond?
Oh. Gond is too busy to be out of the forge.
So you speak for him, then?
Oh, I do not know if I can say I speak for Gond, but we all are of Gond.
Then on behalf of your leader, allow me to explain. Tana is on the brink of war. We are ready to do battle with the Leopard Men. They have stolen a sacred relic from our temple and refused to return it. Of course, in turn, we have stolen one of their sacred relics, and it shall not be returned until they return ours.
I see.
My hope Yes.
Go ahead.
No, I see this is uh kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Playground tactics.
I was gonna say childish.
Yeah, a little bit.
We call
I'm not
this
going to say that to
international
the king. I'm
politics.
just going to say I see.
Yes. Well, it is how international politics works.
Hmm. Anyway,
He-
continue.
so
My people, of course, cannot get close enough without being attacked, but you are unknown to them. Go in, return our sacred relic. I will gladly hand them back theirs, and this conflict can be averted.
I'm not sure if that is going to work.
We are averting conflicts these days? Impressive. We really have grown as a group.
he didn't agree to it yet.
Yeah. I was thinking more along the lines of you can just hand us the sacred relic that you took. We'll take it. We'll return it, and at the same time, we'll grab that other sacred relic and bring it back. That way, it's kind of one and done.
He laughs and says,
That's not how this works. There would be no guarantee of safety, and if they had their relic and ours, things would go very badly for us. I must protect my kingdom and work in its best interest. Once you have captured what is rightfully ours, you have my word. You have Rakish here. He is the most honorable of my paladins. He will carry it back in our good name.
Sure.
Well, what's in it for us? Because we have our own mission, and every time we get involved in somebody else's quest, it tends to go badly for us.
It is my understanding that you are attempting to head to the lower realms.
Yes, that is correct.
All access has been blocked in preparation for war. Until this can be avoided, there is no way for you to proceed from this realm.
I don't know. I'm thinking. This just sounds like a bad deal to me.
I mean, they are gonna help us go where we need to go, but
I know, but it's. I mean, so once you have both relics in your hand, there's no guarantee, and it's very possible that when we take the relic that the leopard men stole, that they're going to be following us all the way to your realm, in which case war might happen anyway.
he gets a bit offended and stands up.
We are the Liontar. We have honor. I am bound by my word. If I were to fail in what I have told you, all of my people would rise up and slay me.
All right, well, I guess that's good enough. So I turned to Rakesh and I'm like, is this so?
Yes, the king speaks true.
All right, fine. We'll go retrieve your relic.
very it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, it gets.
Yeah. Saying.
We keep getting sidetracked from our main goal. So anyway, yeah, just point us in the right direction. We'll go retrieve it.
I'm not just gonna give you 9 realms of walking and then you're done. I mean, this isn't like Lord of the Rings.
You're funny. Anyway,
I mean,
yeah.
I got
No, it was more along the lines of frustration on Dane's part. I mean, I personally don't care how meandering the journey is. But Dane's kind of a direct guy, and he's kind of point A, point B, point C, D for done, kind of a dude. Like dwarf. He's a dwarf.
All right, yeah, I accept this.
So anyway, okay.
Alright,
All right.
on we go.
Well, your friend leads you out of the throne room, and as you're walking together, he starts to tell you, "You will be looking for a spear. It is black. Black as the stones of the earth, marked with 3 brown lines, and it is strapped to a shaft of bone."
What color is the bone? Is it white?
It is white only where it has been in contact with its strapping. Elsewhere, it is yellowed and aged. The oils of many warriors have been worked into its surface.
Ew.
So what is the importance of this spear?
The spear is a symbol of our people. It is a mark that represents the last Liontar death in Tana.
Okay. All right. Well, where do you think the leopard men have put it?
We believe they keep it in their camp, far to the east.
They're in a camp. They don't have like a city or anything.
They are a nomadic people.
All right.
You're a nomad.
All right. Well, I guess no time like the present. We'll start east.
Rakesh leaves you at the edge of the town, bids you farewell as you begin to walk into the jungle. As you do so, you start to feel a little wild, a little untamed. Even Dane, in your stoic, dwarfish self, you feel almost a need to frolic.
Ooh, frolicking.
Yeah. Okay.
What's our trees about?
So basically, everyone should be feeling less inhibited.
So there are trees?
Yes, you're in. Oh, sorry. You are, as you leave the city, in a dense jungle. It is, as you notice, already and always, basically high noon. The sun does not move through the sky.
It's high noon.
Yep. I was like, someone has to make a McCree reference.
The foliage around you is lush and dense and just supporting of all types of life.
I leap through the trees like Tarzan.
Sure, you want to Tarzan it? Let's do a acrobatics check real quick.
6.
Yeah, you're more like George of the Jungle.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Take 5 damage for slamming into a tree face first.
Oh, it's not like I haven't done it before.
So you jump around. You guys are heading roughly east, just based on the bearing of the unmoving sun. You should be able to more or less follow a straight line, and you're kind of spread out. When, let's see, Ray, are you also, or who? I guess I should ask, who all and how are you guys moving through this? So I'm assuming Dane is just walking.
Yes, Dane is just walking. His version of feeling less inhibited is he's slightly less grumpy about being sent on yet another errand. So he's able to kind of just let the grumpiness subside just a little bit.
All right.
But I don't see him getting a whole lot more uninhibited than that without the aid of, say dwarven ale or something.
Right on.
So he's stumping along the jungle floor, every once in a while, kind of complaining about clambering over these giant roots that I'm sure are snaking across the jungle floor. Yeah, I'm not sure what Ray and Alpha are doing.
Well,
Alpha does not fully
I'm sure
understand
Ray
the
is much
concept
more
of
graceful.
inhibitions.
but there is a spring in your step.
Yes, the ground here does seem quite springy.
Yes, exactly. And what you don't realize is it's not the ground, it's you.
Aww.
Because Alpha can't process it.
No, Alpha just has a literal spring in his step.
Boing, boing, boing.
Spring shoes.
Go, gadget legs.
So, all right. So, Ray and Castros, are you both going through the trees?
The greatest of
Ray, are you going through the trees?
Going on fire. Now, only Catsaros is the weirdo jumping through the trees like a monkey.
They don't monkey around.
And slamming face first into trunks.
I'm able to go here. I can jump around, be free, free.
And he's
Like
he's
squirrel.
he's singing Cypress Hill while he's doing it.
Well, as you're doing that, so Castros, roll me a perception check.
14.
Okay. You're going around and you look up ahead and you notice some rocks and they move. You're like, wait a second. Guys, there's something funky up ahead. I think those rocks just moved.
Rocks. They're alive. Alive, alive.
All right.
Let's Pokemon stick. A moving stick.
Well, Castros, you are more than welcome to grab a fruit of some kind and hurl it at these rocks, like a monkey flinging poo, if you want.
No.
I mean, you are uninhibited right now.
I'm just gonna jump my way over there and like kind of observe from above from a tree. See if I can't get a reasonable answer to what these are.
Well, as you get close, the movement absolutely stops, and you keep looking, and you're like, that's a weird-looking rock.
It's a mimic! Kill it with fire!
It's huge, by the way. When I say rock, I mean something that's like 10 feet tall.
Ah, big rock.
And it disappears into the foliage, so it's like a big, giant rock, yeah.
Big rock.
Sounds like something to avoid.
Any fruit around?
Yes, there is fruit.
I will grab a fruit and chuck it at the rock.
It splatters and just kind of rolls to the ground.
So it seems to have like rock texture? Rock toughness?
Yes. Yes.
Did the rock react in any way?
Nope, just... You rock. You sit there, rocking, showing us what it's like to not move and be a rock.
All
I had a little I Heart Huckabees moment there.
Let's see. What would be a good idea?
Probably want to avoid this thing.
What if it comes after us later? What if we like look behind us and the rock is never more than 10 feet away? It just keeps moving.
It's a rock. I'm sure we can probably outdistance it.
That's what the rock wants you to think.
I saw it. It was moving.
Okay, have you told the rest of the party yet?
Yo, this rock moves.
Okay. And we're like, well, how big is the rock?
10 feet. Pretty big rock.
So this might be a good idea to kind of go around the rock.
Go around the rock?
Yeah. So we'll head, so you're heading east right now. So we'll head north for a little bit, and then we'll head east again.
Genius.
Awesome.
Why didn't I think of that?
All right. As you
It's not a
you turn and work your way up, you don't see anything other than the thick foliage for quite some time, and then all of a sudden, as you kind of make your turn and go around a tree, you see a giant eye staring at you. And by giant, I mean like 4 feet tall. So, Dane, almost your full height.
Oh no,
Is
we've been
this-
foiled.
Giant snake eye.
coming from the rock.
No, it's just out
We
of...
avoided the rock. We turned and went north. And then going north, we ran into a snake eye.
Snake eye.
Yep.
Big snake eye. Ooh, basilisk. Nature check on the eye.
Okay, sure, you can do that. Or you can just observe it. But sure, go ahead.
Nature check was a 23.
Well, cool. You take a moment to steady your shock and look around the eye and realize that the giant snake eye is in a giant snake head. And it begins to move, and you immediately recognize that it is a type of boa. And it is a huge creature. Able to, compress its body, relatively small, but also could, eat, probably swallow you whole. Well, I mean...
Well, boas crush their prey to kill them first, though.
Yes, they do, but snakes can, unhinge their jaw and whatever. But this snake is big enough, it doesn't look like it'd have to unhinge its jaw. It could just swallow you.
Got it. So, big boa.
All right.
Yes.
Jesus.
You'll freeze it, because it's cold-blooded, it'll just go to sleep, and then we can move past it.
Anyway, you...
Are we sure that this?
My logic-
Are we
you
sure
know
the
it.
snake even
You're-
wants us? I hear that
Yeah, true.
It...
these snakes are attracted to fresh baked bread, especially in small quantities.
Where did you hear that from?
Oh, the great poet that said that anacondas don't want none unless we have buns.
All right, take a
He's
style
right.
point. You earned it.
Valid.
Valid.
Alright, come on, guys. This snake won't bother us.
I think we should kind of not turn around and run away, but we should just slowly back away from the snake.
And as you do, the head turns and pulls back, and you hear it kind of hiss out.
What's this? Walkers from the material plane in my forest.
It's a talking snake.
What a tasty little treat.
Can I befriend the talking snake?
Well, it's talking. You can try.
Be like, hi! I'm gonna, totally become, Steve Irwin right now. Like, hi! Oh, look at you! You're a big snake, aren't you? Look at your beautiful scales and those eyes! Oh, piercing eyes! Piercing, beautiful, gorgeous! Never have I seen such a beautiful specimen of snake!
It looks at you.
Are you trying to stick your thumb up my bum?
No, he actually means it.
Oh, I definitely mean it. You're just a beautiful snake. What do you think you can crush? You're just such a beaut. No, I meant, like, could you crush, like, a giant rock? Like, how much is the muscle of your, like, you're a constrictor, you're a boa. How strong are you?
I don't know about the snake, but right now you're crushing it. Oh.
Yeah. Oh god. Have you seen that South Park where with Steve Irwin?
No, we haven't.
Oh,
I
it's
kind
so
of stopped
it's
watching South Park after the first 3 or 4 seasons.
they did one where he's like, all right, I'm gonna corner this creature and I'm gonna stick my thumb up his bum. He's rightly pissed off now. Anyway, the snake.
So many questions. Perhaps I can show you.
And as you guys are backing up, you suddenly stop hard against, well, Snaketail. It's moved its body around behind you, blocked the path you came in, and is, almost like a giant arm pulling you in close.
You know what? We can watch from a distance. That's fine. We have a cold. Yeah, you're gonna catch a cold if you get too close to us. So it's a pretty bad cold. I mean, you'll probably give your presence away for weeks, and you won't be able to catch any other creatures. You'll probably die of starvation. It's not gonna be good, man.
For a druid, you really need to study your animal morphology just a little bit more in depth. Snakes, once they eat, they don't necessarily have to eat again for weeks or perhaps even a month. So that wouldn't really bother it. It's not like it's a warm-blooded thing that has to hunt every day.
Well, I know.
And you're kind of making us look kind of weak right now. So you're making us look like prey by saying that we're sick.
No, I meant we're pretty solid, but this sickness is especially just bad for snakes. Man, you're gonna really regret having it. It's gonna make your life really miserable.
Except that we are mammals and it's a reptile, and oftentimes diseases don't jump across.
It's a snake. How smart do you think it is?
It can talk, and
It doesn't mean anything. Ray can talk, but she can't read. Hey.
Yes, the ability to speak often does not define intelligence.
Hey. What are you doing, DM? You helping Castros out now?
No, I'm just quoting. I'm quoting Lucas properties. Jeez. Oh, sorry, Disney properties now.
Anyway, what is your name, reptile?
There we go. Finally.
Does my name translate? Not very well. It's...
We should call him Hassim.
So perfect. We are just passing through the forest, and we're willing to. I mean, we don't want any trouble, but you're gonna. I gotta warn you. We are much more dangerous than we seem at first glance. It would probably be better for you to just kind of let us go.
Ooh, I like that. Roll an intimidation.
Oh,
You're trying to intimidate it.
I have not rolled in 2 years. I have not rolled a good intimidation.
Well, now's the time to start.
You would think the law of averages.
It's more of a suggestion than a law.
Right. That's just an 11. I mean, for me, that's really good, but still not great.
You get a little hiss laugh from it, and it pulls back.
Perhaps you can fight my last meal.
You know what? I would really like some giant boa teeth.
It
And a nice addition to the collection.
so it stares deeply down into. I guess if you guys are all in a line, I guess I should just pick one of you.
Okay.
Well, I guess Dane was the one threatening it, so it stares back at you and give me a wisdom save really quick.
That's what you get for intimidating the giant snake. Okay, for once I'm gonna say don't blame Dane. This was kind of, well, I would say kind of my fault, but I don't think we could have gotten out of it anyways. I was trying to buy us time, which I did. I bought us time.
I only rolled an 11 on.
Hold on. While this is going on, Alpha elbows Castro says, "Did he say last meal?"
Yes, he did say last meal.
Curious. Alpha's gonna do something, but after this thing, action round resolves.
Okay. So, Dane, you suddenly fall into a hypnotic gaze like the kid in Jungle Book when he was staring at the snake's eyes.
Mowgli.
And while you had your Mowgli, and while you had your like axe in hand, it kind of starts dropping to the ground as you just kind of in a daze walk towards it. And the snake is like almost getting ready to strike when you hear a voice. And it's angry and it's like, "What are you doing? Raise me. Kill. Kill the snake."
No. Lovely, possess
And-
sword. Axe.
Yep. So now, make another wisdom check with advantage.
Oh, well, thank God for that. $13.
It's not quite enough.
Of course not.
You start kind of raising it, but you can't quite do it.
Okay,
And we'll stop there. Alpha, go.
while this is going on, Alpha uses one of his phase charges, and he kind of goes a little bit ethereal and walks into the snake.
Wait, a little bit or fully? I mean, you can't really.
Oh, no, he is okay when he is ethereal. Ethereal is ethereal. So he goes ethereal and then proceeds to start walking into the snake, like the body,
just like through its body.
into the body. Yes. 'Cause he's curious. If we have to go inspect the last meal, so
Okay, well, if you're going in through the side instead of like up through the mouth, like
Yeah.
if you're trying to be breathed in, that's one thing. But if you're trying to phase through the side, that's a whole nother issue.
I'm assuming it would be difficult terrain at worst, at best.
Roll me a d20 and tell me what you get.
All right. Oh, 9.
Yeah, that doesn't work. Your mist just kind of forms around the body, and you're stuck there.
It doesn't deter him. He still keeps attempting to enter in.
All right. Well, while you do that, Castros, Ray, do you want to do anything?
I don't know exactly what to do. I'm not exactly gonna fire my bow at this giant snake in fear of getting eaten.
You're already in danger of getting.
Yeah, but maybe it'll eat you, and then I don't know. Maybe it'll be like, "Alrighty, have my fun. You guys can
But it
go."
might eat me more.
What do you think is the most? Then, if that's the case, then I'll just cast Pass Without a Trace and book it.
Is that what you're gonna do?
I mean, if things come down to it, I'm not gonna leave Dane. But if he's Dane, he's like, "Alrighty, time to eat you two," then I'm booking it. Sorry,
Okay.
Castros, either get in the Pass Without a Trace or leave. Okay, question. What do you guys think would be the best, like, most effective against a giant snake? Fire, water, earth, or air?
80s music.
What does the silver wormling do? Does it breathe poison?
No, I think it's,
Or is it acid?
I think it's a cold thing, actually, but that's not what I'm asking about.
Probably fire, honestly.
Okay. Let's see.
I mean, most boas actually swim in water, so Conda spends half its life in water.
Alright. Everyone stay back from me as much as you can. And then...
Except I'm under its spell.
No. Also Void Dane. I'm gonna expend 2 uses of Wild Shape to turn into a fire elemental.
Oh, okay, not what I expected. All right.
I've not used this ability yet. Should I roll to make sure it doesn't completely, utterly fail?
Yes, please.
It was like a 9. But if we add like my modifiers, then it's probably fine.
You're fine. Yes.
Okay. So let's see. I become big old fire elemental, and I'm resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks.
Yeah.
And immune to a bunch of other things. I can send you this. 1 second.
And you physically double in size.
Yes.
Like you suddenly burst into flames. Yeah, I have that same page. Yeah, you physically double in size. You are huge, and all of a sudden, when you do this, the snake snaps to you, and Dane, you snap out of your trance.
Thank God.
I saved Dane for once, and I didn't even mean to. Yeah, okay.
All right, so you've done that. It is focused on you. I guess let's go back, just check. Ray, are you still just hanging out, or did you want to do anything?
Well, I guess since we've entered this round of combat, I guess I'm gonna take my bow and arrow and shoot it in the eye.
Okay.
Seems like a pretty good option, pretty good soft spot right about there. Big target.
Sounds good.
$18 to hit.
That should hit, as far as I know. I've got, of course, the wrong screen open. Yes, it does.
Right. I'm gonna use a random arrow too, so.
Oh, awesome. I have that already ready to go.
45.
Oh, hollow tipped. Breaks off inside of victim, causing more damage.
Nice. Alrighty.
Oh.
Damage.
How much?
5.
5, and you get an additional 1d4.
Alrighty, let me add that. 2 more damage. So 7 in
Nice.
total.
Awesome. So every time your turn comes back around as well, do remember that. You could keep doing 1d4 every round.
Got it. I'm gonna shoot him again.
Okay, go for it.
I don't think this is such a good idea still, but you're already engaged in this confrontation. I want my snake teeth. Another 18 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Alrighty. That's 71 on the random arrow.
Alrighty. That is a flight stopper arrow. Well, it's not flying, but it now nothing from it can fly, and it's very well grounded. I'll put it that way.
Nice.
Ooh,
And that dealt 2 damage.
if it's grounded, electricity
Awesome.
may be more effective.
Actually, in that case, it would stop electricity. But yeah, well, whatever.
Yes, that one. English is hard.
All right. Well, from that arrow you shot into it, it hisses and whips back, and then comes back down with a strike. And let's see, it was going for you, so oh yeah, that's gonna hit. 21 to hit on that one, so I should just announce it. That was a good roll. And that is 9 piercing damage that it bites you with. That's Ray.
Yep.
And let me read this real quick. If target is the and all right, and then I need you to make a dex save, please.
12.
All right, you are stuck in its jaw as it pulls back with basically your head inside. You are blinded and restrained.
Well, great.
Yep. So
Hey, why are you shaking your head at me? I'll say
I'm not shaking my head at you. I'm just shaking my head at our luck.
well, Dane, it's your turn. And at the beginning, as now that you kind of snapped out of it, you feel your axe hand raising up, and you go to strike.
All right. Rolling. Oh, that was actually a good roll for once.
Woo.
Not right. So that is a 22 to hit.
Oh yes, it does hit, and you notice something. That attack, you don't even care about your body following it. You are just flailing in as you strike.
Okay.
So I'll explain in a moment. You, as you're noticing these things, you go ahead and roll damage.
Is it the same damage?
Yeah, same damage.
Dun, dun, dun. Looking for the. Oh, there it is. So that's 10.
Okay, as you swing in and you impact, what you expect to be 10 damage is actually 11. You notice an additional, like, it digs itself in deeper, and you hear this, yes, as you go to uh, pull back for your next attack. And I will send you this update. Since you are now in an upper realm, your weapon gets a nice little bonus.
Okay. You can cast one of the fallen spells from it.
Yes, yeah, so there's the casting spells thing that you can it gives you a spell. It's like an item of spell storage that it recharges once a day, but more importantly, now you get +2 to your attack rolls instead of +1, and your attacks become reckless, which means now you get advantage on your attack rolls.
Oh, sweet. Except that did this thing mean axe instead of daggers?
Yes. Sorry
Okay.
about that.
Oh, that's fine.
Yes, your axe, the axe you're using, the one that talks to you.
Got it. All right. Perfect. One second. Anyway, I'm going to swing again at it. So
Okay.
I get 3 attacks per round now.
Yes.
Ooh. God. That one was not good.
You have advantage.
Oh, that's right. I do have advantage. Oh, thank goodness for that. That's a little bit better. So it's +7 to hit. So that's 18 to hit.
Nice. That hits.
All right. So that is 12 damage.
Nice.
That's actually much, much better. Okay, and then my last attack, I am going to cast, because I can cast a cantrip, right?
Yes.
Okay. So my last attack, I'm going to cast a Ray of Frost. Snakes should be particularly vulnerable to frost.
Sounds good to me.
Ooh, not so good. 4 plus 13.
To hit?
Yeah,
Does not hit.
I figured. Just too good. It's too much to ask for me to roll good 3 times in a row. All right. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry. So I guess that I am a little confused here. One second. Relevant passage. So at 10th, so this is my Eldritch Knight thing. It says here at 10th level, you learn how to make your weapon strikes undercut a creature's resistance to your spells. When you hit a creature with a
Okay.
weapon attack, that creature has disadvantage on the next saving throw it makes against a spell you cast before the end of your next turn. So that
But
doesn't
it do-
apply to cantrips, right?
correct, because a
Okay.
cantrip is just like using a dagger or something.
Got it. All right, just making sure.
Yep.
So that is my
Alpha.
turn.
Alpha.
Alpha has been very frustrated by the fact that he couldn't just walk into the snake, and he's dedicated to actually figuring out what this last meal is. So he begins frantically trying to dig his way into the snake.
Oh, God.
With your fists?
his
You're just
fists.
going to start
Of
hitting
course.
it? Okay.
And he's going to burn some key to flurry into this, do like his normal like ultra dig, because he's like so curious, must find out. So let's see here. That's a 17 to hit. I'll roll all 6 of them right now. So
Yeah. So, yes.
14,
No.
28,
Yes.
24, and
Yes.
22. Oh,
Yes.
5. All right. So he does, let's see here, 5. So that's 7 plus 12 is 19. Plus 13 is, let's see here, that's 32. Plus 8, 40. Plus 10, 50. And one more, 12. 62 damage.
Holy crap.
Jeez.
He really wants to get into the snake to
Oh.
figure out what the last meal was.
I'll
All
say.
right. Good lord. All right. Go ahead.
He doesn't want to actually fight the snake. He just wants to figure out what the last meal was. The burning question for him.
All right. God. All right, Casros.
All right, I am a fire elemental now.
Yep.
I just need to touch it. That's all I need to do is just touch it. So I
Oh.
guess I'll find a space where there's none of my companions and just run into the snake.
All right, you go between
You
the head
touch-
and Alpha. So between the head holding Ray and Alpha punching the body, you just go and you just like grab it.
I guess. It has a multi-attack, so it can do 2 touch attacks in a turn. So I'm gonna do that.
All right. I'm just imagining you running up, both hands out, like and you just put your hands on it.
Okay. It also says that a creature that touches the elemental or hits it with a melee attack while within 5 feet of it takes 5d10 fire damage.
Holy shit.
In addition, if I enter a hostile creature's space and stop there, then the first time I enter that space, it takes 5d10 fire damage and catches fire. Until someone takes an action to douse the fire, the creature takes 5d10 fire damage at the start of each of its turns.
Oh my god. All right, well, first off, we'll do the 5d10 fire damage for you coming near it.
Cool?
Wait, does that AoE to us as well?
Only if you're within
If
5
you guys
feet.
got close enough to me, it would not be good. That's why I'm trying to avoid you guys. Just don't run into
Yeah,
me.
that's why I'm saying, like, Ray is up there in the mouth, and Alpha, you're down nearer to where the stomach would be. So Castos just went right between you two.
Alrighty.
Like, there's a good 10, 15 feet or so of separation, maybe more, maybe like 20 feet of separation on each side between him and you.
Alright, 28 damage.
Oh my god. All right.
And then do the 2 touch attacks, right?
Yep.
We have to roll if those actually hit, so we'll find out. First touch attack is 12. I don't think that hits,
Nope.
which is weird, but
Well, I mean, if you're just running up to touch it, I'd say you get advantage on that roll. Because, I mean, it's huge and you're just running into it, so you could roll again.
I guess. I got 16 on the second one.
That hits.
Cool. Let me get one hit.
You want to just roll to hit the other and you can put all the damage together?
Sure, so do another touch attack with advantage?
Yes. Because I'm imagining you're running at it. It's huge. You're going to, even if you, like, quote unquote miss, you're going to, like, run into it.
The second one was a 20 to hit.
Yeah, you're hit. No problem.
Let's see. One target. Hit 10, 2d6 plus 3 fire. Okay, yeah. 2d6 plus 3. If the target is a creature or a flammable object, it ignites until creature takes an action, then the target takes the 5d10 still. So, yeah.
So are you telling me it's like 10d10 basically damage right now?
I don't think it doubles up since it's already on fire from the first thing. I don't think you can be doubly on fire.
No, I mean just like give me the damage for your 2 touches.
Got it. 21.
Dang. All right.
Now it takes it's on fire, so on each of at the start of each of its turns, it takes another 5d10 fire damage.
Noted. All right, Ray.
All right.
Wait, don't forget 1d4.
Oh, 1d4 from you first off.
Ready? 3 damage.
3. All right, got it.
Alrighty. Well, I'm not sure exactly how much I can do here. All that fun stuff. Because I don't think thorn growth is a... Well... No, that could work. So I'm inside this thing's mouth, right?
Yes. So you yeah, let me double check this. Blinded and restrained. Make sure I get this correct. Blinded means a blinded creature can't see and automatically fails any ability check that requires sight. Attack rolls against creature have advantage. Your attack rolls have disadvantage. And you are restrained, which means your speed becomes 0, and you have a disadvantage on all dexterity saving throws. But that's about it.
Surprised after getting
Oh yeah, that's about it.
surprised after getting dealt that much
You're saying
damage, you're
that-
still able to hold Ray in the mouth.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so that it's not his turn yet, so he hasn't had a chance to even move. This is all you guys simultaneously doing these things.
Alrighty. Well, let's play here, little snake. I'm casting thorn growth inside that thing's throat.
It's like in front of you down the throat. I love it.
Yep.
Awesome.
You want
Do
to
it.
play games? I'll play games with you.
Well, wait. Yeah. So I just have to not critically fail, and I got a 9 with my spell casting modifier.
Cool. You did not critically fail. Good job.
Yeah, just barely. I started freaking out there for a second. I was like, oh god, oh wait, I'm fine. Alrighty, so if I remember correctly, Dane, can I have the book?
I can look it up for you. Spike growth is what you're looking for?
Yeah.
All right. Got
I did write it down.
All right. 20
2d4,
foot
yeah.
radius.
And 2d4 damage.
Oh, okay. You beat me to it.
So anything that time breathes, it takes 2d4.
Good lord. All right. Well, I'd say it immediately as it runs through, you go ahead and roll your 2d4.
7 damage.
All right.
All
And then that's your turn. So on its turn, roll another 2d4 to start out its
Oh,
turn.
and a 5d10.
For
Another 2d4.
yeah, and a 5. We'll do the 2d4 first. Hold on. We'll get through all the damage this poor thing's taking.
4 damage.
It asked for
Okay,
it.
4.
Dane tried to warn
And
him.
now the 2d10 or 5d10, whatever it was. I'm losing track.
5d10 is 10. 16, 20, 21.
The 21.
No, it's not.
It was a 4 and a 2. That's 6. Plus the 10. 16 plus 4, 20, 21.
All right.
Sound?
Yeah, I guess it is.
So now that I can start its turn, it immediately, because all of this damage, from its perspective, happens simultaneously. It whips back to the side and spits out Ray,
Yay!
who
Let's go.
who goes flying out of its mouth. And I need you really quick, just to resolve this, make a dex save to land.
Do I still have disadvantage on it?
No, just regular dex save because you're no longer restrained.
Alrighty. Come on. 12.
Hey, that's not terrible. You hit like, thankfully not like a pointed branch, but you hit a branch, and you take 3 impact damage just from slamming into it. And you're a little winded, but you're otherwise okay. And it tries to recoil and move, and let's see. What is speed? There it is. It whips backwards away from you, basically pulling its head out and pulling away from all the damage, and it starts just disappearing under the foliage at as fast as it can move.
You don't want that teeth. Also, that's 2d4 damage for every 5 feet it moves.
Because
it's its throat that it's moving. You didn't cast it
it's
on
in
the
its
ground.
throat, yeah. So it'll take another 2d4 in 6 seconds. That it doesn't know that, but it's trying to whip back and pull away from you right now.
No, you owe me teeth now.
It definitely bit off more than it can chew. So
Alpha hasn't given up on his quest.
well, that's good. I'm glad you're not giving up. So it pulls back, and like I said, it disappears into the underbrush and moves as far away from you as it can. So I'm going to leave it. That's its whole turn. Dane, it's back to you. You cannot see it anymore.
How far away can it move?
You see it disappear into the brush. If you want to pursue it, you can try to catch up. Otherwise, it is out of sight.
Alpha pursues.
Yeah, hold on, Alpha. It's not your turn yet.
All right. Well, seeing that everyone else on the team except for possibly Ray has got their dander up, he's gonna pursue and move his full. What is it? 25, 30 feet, something like that.
Well, you can dash action and double that if you need to.
Well, yeah, but then I can't do anything else.
True. All right. Well, you move 25 feet and you do not see it.
Wow, I can move fast. All right. That's fine. I guess that'll be my turn.
Okay. Alpha?
Well, Alpha is pursuing. What's my move speed now? Regular move speed is 60.
Okay. So you do your standard action, and you see it 20 feet ahead of you.
Well, I mean, can I burn through for the bonus dash to catch up to it?
Oh yeah, you can overtake it
Because
if
it's
you
20
want.
feet in front, that's kind of out of range. Ooh! What if, since he'll have enough move speed to actually get up there, what if he tries to run up, not only catch up, but then jump on the back?
I'm totally in favor of this, Muad'Dib.
Alright. Alright. Alpha Snake Rider. What would I have to do for that?
All right.
Acrobatics,
So-
I'm guessing?
Just give me an acrobatics roll.
Okay, that's +5.
All right, I rolled and do it at. Let's see. It's moving. You're moving. Oh man, I almost want to say it should be at disadvantage.
A disadvantage?
Well, I kind of think so because it's like, it's like you're a bullet trying to hit a bigger bullet.
Well, I rolled twice and I got the exact same roll both times. So, okay, disadvantage.
Okay, never mind. So what did you get?
20.
Yeah, you do it. You launch yourself up, and also you get to do a little lightning damage to it as you're jumping across its back.
All right, so that's what, 1d6.
Because don't forget your boots.
1d6, so 5 damage.
All right. Okay, so Alpha's riding it. Castros, you're standing there in flame form, like the Human Torch.
Flame on!
All right. How fast do you move?
50 feet.
50 feet. All right. So you, as Alpha is doing this, you pursue. You see it. It's about 30 feet in front of you. Do you want to do kind of the same thing that Alpha does? Dash action up to it?
Well, if Alpha jumped on its back, could I dash to its mouth and literally just, jump in the mouth? Because it's, once again, I just have to be next to
Well,
it.
depends how long it is.
Yeah, you can run.
Is the head 30 feet away, or is the tail 30 feet away?
Oh god, I didn't plan out to figure out how long the body is. Sorry, I realize these are things that I should have done. Let's say that. All right, fine. We'll retroactively say that you, Alpha, it wasn't 20 feet ahead of you. You were at its tail. You used the dash to fully get up on it. It was slightly too far away for you to attack. That means that when Castros ran in, the tail was only 10 feet ahead of him. So he dash actions, and that puts him right up in front of the mouth, which is the perfect spot for doing the fire damage.
Cool.
There, I made it all work.
So first time it enters... Well, does it do the thing again? The first time it enters a creature's space on a turn. Yeah. Creature takes
Yeah,
another
it does.
fire damage.
Roll it up.
Let's see. 24.
Good. All right. And Ray.
Am I still blind?
No.
Oh, okay. Because you're not grappled. Well, it wasn't because I was grappled. He was just like, you're blind and restrained, and I'm like, okay. Ah.
Yeah.
Alrighty, well.
But you cannot see the creature. Therefore, it is considered, I don't know, at least I'd say probably total cover, if not 3/4 cover. And the distance from you now is about 100 feet.
Yeah, I can't reach that. And also, I don't know. I'm kind of done with this snake. I just didn't want to die. I'm just gonna stay on this branch here. Just kind of think about my life choices and my companions.
Let's think about
that
the
I need to
teeth.
get better friends. I don't want no teeth.
So you do see Dane. You do see Dane over there, who ran kind of 25 feet and then is looking into the underbrush for it.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna stay here, consider my life choices, while really wishing I had given up on this quest and gone with that hot elf.
Awesome. Okay. Right on. Okay, well, my poor creature is continuing to panic and doesn't know what to do now that it feels there's something on its back and this burning thing right in front of it. So, oh man, it's just gonna panic. But what does it do in a panic? Let me see. I know. It doesn't know what it's gonna do other than it's just gonna try to knock the burn air. Well, no, does it try to do that? Part of me wants to say it tries to like bite and throw the elemental, but part of me wants to say it's just going to try and run from it. So I think it's just going to try and run from it. And
since it's the start of its turn, doesn't it take another 2d4?
It does.
Fire damage.
It takes fire and the spike growth damage.
Oh, is the hollow point still digging in as well?
And the hollow point. Holy crap. So I need 3d4 damage from Ray.
That's 8 damage.
So 8 damage right there, and then I guess the fire damage that now because there's an elemental in front of it.
Also because it's still on fire.
And it's still on fire. Okay, well, give me that damage too. Oh my god.
So, only 15 that time.
Well, it like goes to try to move, and as it does, it like moves to slither around you, and it's burning, and it rolls. And let's see, Alpha, real quick, make a dex save.
Oh, I have advantage on those. Dun, dun. 20.
Yeah, you flawlessly just roll off of it like when the Terminator off of a rolling bus or truck or whatever. And the whole snake rolls up onto its belly and curls up, and it just gasps a last dying breath across Castros, the fire elemental. The flames blow in the wind and ripple in a really cool way.
Fun. Someone get the... I guess I can just de-transform.
Oh, Alpha just immediately starts digging into the belly. Must find out what this last meal was.
Alright, while he does that, Castros will untransform and pry one of the teeth loose from the snake.
Awesome. Oh yeah, you got it.
Woohoo! How big is this tooth?
It's huge, bigger than your mandible walking stick.
I would think if it's a constrictor, I mean, it's gonna have teeth, but they're not generally that big because it's not a viper.
But it's still a big snake.
It's still a big snake with 4-foot eyes, and a mouth that can swallow people whole. I don't know. I would say maybe a foot or two in length.
Sure. Yeah, you got a cubit-sized tooth.
Ooh. We should try to fashion, like, it onto, like, the mandible weapon and make it like a scythe or something. That'd be cool. I'll do that at some point. I'm gonna fashion it into, like, a double-edged poison scythe with a giant snake tooth and a mandible.
Nice. All right.
I'm gonna do that.
I'll let you. Are you gonna go find your companions and then like do that, or are you just gonna sit down and start working on it?
Well, I mean...
Well, as she's removing the tooth, Dane kind of runs up on him because he didn't stop running. He kept going. It's just that he got passed by Alpha and by the faster companions. So, I mean, he's still puffing along behind. So, I imagine he bursts into the clearing right about the time Castros yanks the tooth free.
You just see Alpha digging into the stomach of this creature.
Just, hey, Dane, where have you been?
Pretty much, and Dane's like, I missed the end again.
It was rather ignoble.
Alpha points to the tail and says, "There is
Yeah,
an
it's
end
not
right
pathetic.
there."
Like, I might start fashioning it now, but I would have to find a way to join, like, I'd have to start designing first. I feel like what we do, since the mandible is poison, and I want to make them both poison, there should still be a poison. Well, no, boas don't have poison. I'd have to fashion a poison track through the boa tooth
Yeah, it's not gonna
and
be.
make a conjoined poison.
It's not gonna be hollow.
That's what I'm gonna. You know what? Okay,
It might be
now-
better just to turn it into like a dagger or something.
It's not the same. It'd be cool to have a scythe. No, okay, fine. I'll make this snake fane like some kind of other weapon. This is what I should do. This is how I should make a living in this world. I should just make designer animal tooth weapons.
Well, that'd be a hell of a Chris knife.
I'd make a killing.
That's what I was thinking.
I should start doing that. Anyways, I'm gonna fashion this snake fane into a sword of some sort at some point, and then I'm also gonna be on the hunt for another giant spider so I can make that mandible scythe.
All right, noted. Okay. Well, Alpha, you eventually bust through and you find pieces of several animals inside. Do you want to roll a nature check and see if you can identify any of them?
No, but since Dane is standing right there, he turns to Dane and says, "I believe you could have won the fight against these."
Oh. Dane's like, yeah, it wasn't really speaking literally. It just meant that it was going to eat us too.
Oh. Huh. What a loss then. This immediately like, starts wiping his hands clean.
At least now we know what it ate.
Awesome.
It really was its last meal.
Yeah. I didn't expect you guys to just rip that poor creature a new one like that. Holy crap.
It threatened to kill us.
Well,
Dane
I mean,
did warn it.
60 damage isn't. Yeah,
We did.
60 damage is an awful lot in a single turn. I mean, that was really impressive.
Alpha's martial
Yeah.
arts now.
Little 5d10 fire
they're-
damage.
Each one is a 1d8 plus 5. So, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
And if he fully channels the key to do like a hail of them, yeah, it can get a little bit much.
Yeah, I mean, considering that that's what my demon axe, that's the same thing as my demon axe, basically. It's just a 1d8 plus 7, so...
But you can do 3 attacks,
And how many-
And you get bonus plus 2.
yeah.
So,
Oh.
No, that's actually including the bonus plus 2.
That are you using that one-handed or two? Oh, you have a shield. That's right.
I have a shield. It's always one-handed.
Yeah, I gotcha. Because two-handed, that becomes a D10, if I remember right.
Yeah, but then my armor class drops by
by 2.
2, which
Yeah.
I'm getting hit enough as it is at 18. I don't really want to think about what's going to happen if I go down to 16.
True.
My DM keeps rolling too well.
Well, you guys also did just face like a CR12 creature and killed it within 2 rounds.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
When I get to the point where I can become CR12 creatures, I can now become that. But I definitely cannot become CR12 creatures right now.
Yeah, why would you
No.
want to? You just killed it easily.
Well, you have a point, I.
Well, the whole becoming a fire elemental, holy crap. I mean, that's insane.
When I first got that ability, I was like, I don't really want to use that. And I was like, you know what? Sure, why not? Giant Snake could use a fire elemental.
Good lord.
Because I feel like I hold back too much. I can be really strong if I want to be. I just like to choose the messing around answer. to everything, which makes it more fun. So.
And to be fair, we tried to walk away.
I
Yeah.
wanted to befriend it. That didn't work, so I got its teeth instead.
And then Dane tried to warn it, and it didn't listen, so...
Awesome.
At that point in time, all
Just
breaks
kind
are
of
off.
imagining this is almost like, what was it? Men in Black. Like, I warned him. You warned him. Like,
Right? Yeah.
We just killed the king of the forest. Now what?
you have become the new king.
Well,
Well,
The king is
Yeah,
dead.
I wanna be
Long
crowned
live
king
the
of the
king.
forest. Can I become king? Come on. Come on. I carry the trophy of the past king. I should be the king.
Anyway.
Let's
It's
go
not
become
the king
king
of
of
the
the
forest.
forest. Come on.
Alright, so Dane's going to turn to Castros and be like, alright, Castros, can you go collect Ray, and let's continue on east. We have a job to do.
Okay. But, come on. You could be king of the forest. That's so much cooler than whatever this is.
You know what
I think we're overqualified for this errand.
you know what king means to me? It means extra work. I don't want any extra work right now.
I don't have animals.
Anyway, just go get Ray.
Go
Little
back.
ray of sunshine.
Trace back our steps.
okay, so you trace back your steps. Are you just getting Ray and bringing him to where you were at?
Might as well. Or, well, actually, which direction did the snake run when it was trying to get away from us?
Let's see. How about, let's say, southeast?
Then, yeah, it makes sense for Castros to go get Ray and bring back, and then we'll just kind of continue on east.
Okay. So, by the time Castros gets back with Ray, you notice a shadow of a bird circling overhead.
Ooh, bird. I want to touch it.
It's flying right now.
Wild shape into a bird
I
and
want
touch
to
it.
touch the bird. I'm gonna climb a tree to get the better look of the bird.
I mean, you can just turn into a bird yourself, or a dragon.
I got more of the level up. I don't know.
What do you mean both
Just
uses?
imagining polymorphing into a
the
dragon and
elemental
flying
uses
after a
two
bird.
uses of
Like,
Oh.
come back, bird. Let me touch you.
So at least for now, I'm gonna climb to the top of a tree and get a better look at the bird.
All right, you climb up to the top of the tree, and what you thought was at first just a close by bird turns out is a far away bird that is freaking huge.
Ooh, big bird. Oh, big fish, whale. Okay.
Yeah, and it is definitely circling and descending down onto that, looking at that body, that snake body that's there.
Oh, okay. Well, it's definitely time for us to get out of the area.
How many times can I transform?
What's happening?
Anyway, I mean, we're still in the jungle, so we'll just probably get under cover of the canopy. Yeah, imagine a bird that size will have a hard time landing in the middle of a bunch of huge trees.
Yes, so it comes down and it's looking for a spot to basically raise its wings up high and then land down next to you. Or next to the,
Snake. I mean, because honestly,
For the snake.
we are moving. We've been moving this entire
Yeah.
time. So
Yeah. So you're moving away, and to give you an idea of the size of this creature, like it could carry off, any one of you pretty easily. The wingspan is like, I don't know, 450 feet or something like that. It's huge.
yeah, that's definitely big.
So, like, these are the guys that like grab dolphins out of the water to eat them,
Wow. Okay.
or maybe elephants or something.
Okay, I can only use it twice until I become level 20. Then I can use it as many times as I want.
Then you're a god.
Then I'm a god. I can do whatever I want. Anyways, but yeah, so cannot wild shape into the bird, but look at the big bird. It's big. I probably shouldn't yell at the bird. That'd be a bad idea.
You are fascinated by it, though. It is truly the greatest expression of bird kind, the raw power of nature in bird form.
Gorgeous.
Is it a rock?
Oh, it's a bird.
It is.
Suddenly turns into a rock before my eyes. Dang it!
ROC. Which is just a gigantic, gigantic bird.
I know. It's rock solid.
Uh-huh.
Wah, wah.
Anyways, big old bird. But too
Yes,
far
giant
away to-
bird. Huge feathers, the whole thing.
I like bird.
All right, so you guys keep moving. You start heading towards the start heading towards that direction again, and let's do a. Let's see. Oh, I guess. Let's see. Castros ran up a tree. So, Castros, are you like tree striding, running through the treetops?
Sure am.
Sure.
Okay. Roll a quick perception check as you guys are just kind of moving to the east as you go.
That's what I get for throwing the dice straight down on the
6.
ground. I rolled a 7. Ray got a 14.
So no one really notices anything. Unless, Ray, were you in the trees or on the ground?
I was on the ground.
Okay, so yeah, you don't notice anything. You guys keep trudging along. And eventually, you, after quite a while, notice, how can I put this? A pair of yellow eyes in a shadowed area looking out at you.
This could
Another
lead to good
snake?
things. More snakes. More teeth. I can make a scythe out of the snake teeth. Come here, snakey, snakey.
These are like human-sized eyes low to the ground.
Aww.
Is it a leopard man?
Is it?
All you see is eyes right now. So do you approach? Do you investigate? What do you do?
Hello, we're kings of the forest.
So apparently Castros calls down from on high. Hello, we're kings of the forest.
Yep.
The eyes dart up and look at Castros for a second and then back at you. You hear a hiss. Hello?
Kings of Forest.
Yes. Dane says to him, why don't you step on out and we'll just have a nice civilized conversation. We mean you no harm unless you mean us harm.
You hear a growl, and then from kind of through the branches steps a more or less kind of look like the lion tars, except in, obviously like a leopard, but just absolutely ripped. It's like halfway between a leopard and Terry Crews.
It's not a lion
Got
tar,
it.
it's a leopard
So it's a
tar.
leopard.
Yes. Well, leopardman. So
Okay.
yeah. So, you can tell that these are more. They look like they would be better, more bipedal. Like the rear end is more vestigial. Like they're almost on their way to becoming more like humans.
Got it. Okay. So Dane says, greetings. How are you doing?
Hello, I'm fine. What are you doing here?
Um, we're walking.
Um, okay. Uh, the guys are hunting up here. It, it, I just don't want you to get hit by anything.
That's very thoughtful of you.
I see. So is your camp nearby?
Oh, not really. It's up to the north. After the hunt, we'll go back there.
Okay, interesting. Um, say I'm kind of curious. Being a dwarf, I have great interest in, old artifacts and weapons. Um,
Mm.
do you guys happen to have, or do you can you think of an example of a really cool weapon or artifact?
Mm. We have artifacts at camp, but we don't use anything like that. That's There's no reason. Not
Yeah.
here.
Address your king with
What kind of
respect.
artifacts do you have at camp?
He looks at you very confused. Did your tree just say something?
No, not really.
Alpha's confused and
Okay.
looks towards the trees. How curious. Speaking trees.
So anyway,
What it,
getting back to the point. What kind of artifacts do you have back at camp?
Oh, the king has some things. Chief has thing behind throne. I don't know, pointy stick.
Okay,
Looks sharp.
does it? Is it black?
I
The
don't
pointy
know.
end is the pointy end like black?
I don't go in there. I don't know.
Oh, okay. All right. No, that's fine. Hey, it's all right. Not a problem. Okay.
Okay.
About how long until your companions are done with their hunt?
I don't know. I'm just kind of guarding the edge. Well, we'll see a signal here hopefully soon.
All right. Well, it's nice meeting you. I'm Dane. What is your name?
Uh, I am a random character that the DM didn't come up with a name for. Uh,
Hello, random character the DM did not come up
let me
with name for.
hold
How are
on.
you saying character DM did not come up with a name for?
Let me see if I can find. Oh God.
What do you mean? Find what?
Let me see
Has
if I
a
can
name. It's a
find
perfectly
God.
good
Ah,
name.
the quest of Minnie.
How about no, that's terrible. I thought there'd be a quick little thing I could grab. Huh. Well, that's let me
How about I just call you Tom?
oh, Tom. I kind of like that. You know, it definitely could be one of those things where
They have no name.
like the name doesn't translate,
Yeah, there you go.
like my name is Ow.
Right? Yep.
Cat has no name.
Exactly.
So you call him Tom. I like that. That's a good way to do it.
Okay. So we'll say, well, it's nice meeting you, Tom. We're just going to be kind of heading back the other way, and, we will see you later. So,
Okay.
okay. So, yeah, we kind of fall back a little bit and go west until we're out of sight of the leopard man.
Okay. You do that, no problem. He doesn't really care. He watches you for a moment and then turns back and looks, for his hunting party.
The feeling you plan on deceiving these leopardars, Thane.
No, not necessarily deceiving, but what I am planning on doing is uh, having Ray cast Pass Without a Trace on us,
Swap.
and we just, we don't have anything to
Yeah,
swap with. Yeah, and then we just follow them to their camp, and then sneak into the camp and liberate the spear when everyone's asleep. That is kind of my plan.
All right.
So
Ray, are you?
more so? Because there was no communication on that part. That was just straight up stealing.
I don't think the King of the Leopardmen is going to give us the spear.
True.
I mean, they took it for a reason.
Fine.
However dumb the reason is.
Yeah. Let's do this. It'll be fun. Just as long as we take a long rest before that, I can definitely do some other stuff with Wild Shape as well.
So, are you guys gonna go take a long rest, or are you gonna do the Pass Without a Trace and book it up to the camp, or what's
I
your
would get to
plan?
the camp first, and then.
Well, we don't know where the camp is, so we're going to have to follow the party.
Yeah. So we'll take a rest after we follow them to a camp, and we make our own camp like close by. We'll rest, and then we'll,
So we'll kind of hang out until we kind of. I figure we can hear the signal. When we hear the signal, we'll trail them north to the camp.
All right. So I guess Ray, roll your check for Pass Without a Trace.
Alrighty.
That passes.
Oh. All right. You guys are concealed. You've got your advantage. I'm not even going to have you roll to check it because these people don't, they're not going to be looking for you. And you hear talking. They all sound particularly annoying as they, make their way up to their encampment. You following along. And when you get there, you find it to be a more or less circle of tents with leathers being tanned on the outsides. There's, some weaving being done in the kind of the back middle area. There's a fire burning at the core of the tents, and what looks to be kind of a larger central tent that's kind of must be the chieftain's place.
All right. How long did this take us to find the camp?
Oh, let's say. Oh, jeez. Well, of all they could roll, it was only like an hour walk.
I think Pass Without a Trace only lasts an hour.
Okay. So, we're going to hide out of sight.
Okay. So you guys you don't go in, you just kind of hang out of sight outside of the range.
Yep.
Yeah, we're going to excuse me. We're going to have to because Castro's used up his wild shape, and I am not sure if Ray can cast Pass Without a Trace again.
Nope.
So we're going to have to do a long more rest before we can actually take the spear.
Okay. So you guys go up, and what are you going to explain how you're going to do this?
Well, now we know where the camp is, so maybe we just kind of go back into the edge of the. Is the camp still in the jungle?
Yes, it's still dense foliage everywhere around.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll just go away a bit, but close enough to the camp and make our own camp.
Yeah, so maybe.
With my nature and survival skills, I can definitely craft us a nice camp.
So yeah, maybe possibly like a quarter mile away. So not very far, but far enough that we're kind of out of sight and out of hearing.
Okay, so you get decently far off, and you set up camp. Are you guys, well, first, I guess, are you building a fire, doing the standard camp stuff, or are you just gonna, like, hunker down and rest?
I think hunker down and rest. I don't think smoke would be a really good idea,
Okay.
just in case the wind shifts and carries the
We
smell of
get some,
smoke.
we get some dried animal poop that makes a smokeless fire.
It's the jungle. It's going to be really humid. It's going to be really hard to
Yep.
find dry animal poop.
Yep.
There's fruit in the trees. Could I do a nature check on the fruit to see if it's poisonous or not?
Go for it.
You have to roll that again.
9.
It looks very yummy to you.
Alright. I'll pick some of the fruit and I'll climb up a tree again, pick some of the fruit, and come back to give it to my companions, since we can't cook some.
Why,
right
thank
now.
you, Casseros. Dane accepts the fruit graciously.
And I go to offer some to Jeremy, but then
And you
there.
forget, and you're sad. Yeah.
I got to.
We are all sad on your behalf.
No, you're not.
You
Anyway.
can share the emotion. Jeez.
You don't have monopoly on
Stand and love
emotions,
Jeremy.
man.
Jeremy was my one true friend.
Other than Margaret. Anyway, all right. So it's kind of a cold camp. Hopefully it doesn't rain on us too much during the night, because that'd be pretty
Well, the
miserable.
nice thing is there's it basically rarely rains. Like there's a cycle of raining here, but there is no night. The sun never moves in the sky. You just have to like find some shade and rest.
Yeah, we can do that.
You're secretly in the British Empire.
Dane,
All right. Yeah, you're in the heart of the British Empire. That's why the sun never sets.
okay.
No, that was a
Okay.
terrible joke.
Well, I didn't get the reference, so.
The
The sun never sets on the British.
Empire. Sorry.
Oh, got it. Okay. Yeah, so Dane's gonna take a one of his extra shirts, tie it around his eyes, and within 2 minutes he's snoring.
So Dane has basically become Worf.
Awesome.
That was a joke. I get it. It is not funny, but I get it.
Very nice. Well, you have all my rolls told me an uneventful, nice, peaceful rest. So, yeah.
Cool. That's great. So we wake up after our rest,
I'll
and
start. I think if I were to stay awake, like if I were to wake up before anybody else, then I would start fashioning the snake vein into a knife or something sharp enough to be like a knife or a spear. Just sharpening it.
Okay. Sounds good. What did we do for crafting before? Trying to remember. It was like sleight of hand.
I think so, something like that.
oh,
Like, give that a roll and see what you get.
Okay. Oh, nice. 21.
Oh, heck yeah. Good job. Yeah, that thing comes out just looking great. You've got yourself a sweet little Chris knife there.
Snake knife.
all right.
I'm not that attached to this one. I might sell it.
All right.
Okay.
I could be a distraction. Someone could sell my snake knife to the leopards, and then somebody else sneaks in and gets the.
Why? We can just pass without a trace, go in, grab the thing, and leave.
I want to be fun, like Mission Impossible.
Anyway, Ray, can you cast Pass Without a Trace?
Yep. That passes.
It passes.
Alrighty.
without Trace.
Exactly.
All right. So as a party, we just kind of walk right into the village, into the chief's tent.
Alrighty. Everyone together, huh? All right. Well, that works.
It's not like going one by
We're
one
all
would
under
actually
the-
be more stealthy.
That's
Oh.
true, actually. You do have to stay together.
Yep, pretty much.
This way, if we get found out, all of us can fight.
Right?
Well, it's all creatures within 30 feet of Ray that she designates has this. So, yeah, you're doing great.
Yeah. So into the chieftain's tent we go.
Oh,
All right, you walk in, you see everything's a hustle and a bustle. Even the chief is just kind of off to the side helping prepare the feast. You can tell this is a mostly egalitarian society because even the leadership participates in what they're doing. So no one's even really looking for you as you walk to the back of a very plain, I guess you could say, throne with a spear on each side. One of them has a black head with 3 brown lines on it and a bone handle, and the other side has like a white bone head with a long wooden handle.
Okay. Well, we will see if we can take the black one with the white bone handle without being noticed.
Right, you go over and you start sliding it out. So let's do, what is that? A dexterity check. Yeah. So who's grabbing it?
Let's make Alpha grab it. He has the best dex.
all right.
Or Ray. Definitely not Dane. Don't have Dane grab.
Alpha reaches out to grab it, and 23. Hex check.
And you get a bonus on that. So actually, you have exceeded what 5e considers an impossible roll. And you slide it out complete. Well, so you got a plus 10 on that. So 33.
All right.
Yeah, 5e designates 30 and above as impossible. So anyway.
Our party making the impossible possible.
Yeah, so you just so you slide it out and it just kind of disappears. No one notices, no one hears a sound. You're just holding it.
Perfect.
Now we sneak away, snickering.
Yeah, we sneak away back out of the tent.
Bum, 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 bum.
And Castros is doing that under his breath.
Remember we did this last time. Alpha and I were doing this when we were sneaking about. We were just doing the Mission Impossible thing.
Yeah, there is a cone of silence that, radiates from Ray as well.
Dun, 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 dun,
Bum,
dun,
bum,
dun,
bum,
dun.
bum.
You hear Alpha whistle.
I wish there was a cone of silence around my head.
All right, so while we are very musically making our escape, we get out of the village and we make our way west as fast as we can go.
I ho.
All right. Well, you guys, you book it. And, you're moving like the wind as you go through, well, as fast as your dwarven legs will take you, which is, I guess Alpha walking.
Yeah. Alpha's strolling through the woods, he was strolling through the woods one day. And, Dane is trying to run just as fast as he possibly can.
Nice. All right. Well, yeah, you guys are booking it through the woods, and let me find my notes really quick.
Castor slaps. Ha ha.
All right. Well, you
large
Ma-
land. What are you gonna do about it?
You make it back to the city, and as you approach, you're spotted by one of the Liontar scouts that hangs out, kind of on guard. And he, yeah, hold. Is that what I think it is?
I don't know. What do you think it is?
Yes, it is a Warforged. Yes, it is a talking tree.
No, no, not the tree. I expected that. No, I'm talking about the spear. Is that the spear of death?
No.
Yes.
Stay here a moment. And he runs into the city at full speed and comes
Well, let's
back
book
with
him while he's gone.
you just keep going while he's gone.
No. Ray's being silly.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, it's the thing to do. He's gone. No one to stop us now.
We still need them to open up the way into the lower planes for us.
Oh, we got a spear of death.
I
Wait,
know.
why did we steal it in the first place?
Because it supposedly belongs to the Liontars.
Yeah, isn't this whole point to make peace with them? Like, just to help them make peace with each other? Then why are we trying to deceive one?
That's exactly what I was saying.
Like, I don't get this.
When we hand over this relic, the Liontars will give back the one they took.
Yeah, we're
But we
doing it peacefully. We're just gonna create more conflict between the two.
Anyway,
I say if we're gonna sneak out with this weapon, we might as well just sneak out all the way, not let this guard stop us. If that's what you want to do, Dane.
I don't think you understand what we're doing. We are supposed to give this to the Liontar King.
Understand that. What I don't get is this is all supposed to be so they can exchange their artifacts and they can get along again. But if they're trying to make peace, then why do we even steal it in the first place? Just ask them, tell them what the Liontars are doing, and then let them figure it out.
They wouldn't have given it back to us.
Yeah, says you. We're trying to make peace. This isn't making peace. We're making things worse. This is stupid.
I don't care about the Liontars or the Leopardtars enough to care.
Anyway, alright. So, I'm assuming the Liontar comes back.
Yes, he comes back with your buddy Rakesh, who is just in shock, and he's just like, You people are truly amazing. I am in shock.
We're kings of the forest now.
Uh, I'm not aware of any king of the forest, but if you declare yourself as such, I mean, why not? Look at what you have done.
Castros is only saying that because we ended up killing this giant snake.
His eyes get big. You killed it?
It was trying to eat us.
You are truly great. Please, come with me. And he takes you to the king's chambers and presents you as, My liege, they return with the spear. It is our time to return their relic and prevent this conflict. And the king looks down and says,
Yeah. Yes. It is time. Rakesh, return them their box.
and as the assistant turns and goes to grab the box from the side of the throne, like a kind of around back where it's being kept, you hear a just blood-curdling scream come from overhead. And as you look up, you see what looks like a almost elfin, like drow form, but the body is being held by like spider legs binding onto the ceiling.
Oh, great. It's a
Yeah.
Drider.
And as it's actually not.
Oh.
And as everyone there is in shock, and at first Some drop their weapons. Others begin to flee out the back.
Kill it with fire.
The king reaches.
Cowards.
Yeah. The king reaches for his sword, and the creature drops to the ground. Superhero landing right in front of you. Stands up.
You have ruined my plans.
What a coincidence. We're good at doing that.
We are really good at doing that.
Well, this is a good spot, and this is where we stop for now to pick up next week, where we will jump in rolling initiative. I didn't get a chance to grab it, really, but the box they go to grab before all hell breaks loose is a relatively small wooden box, finger jointed together. It basically contains the relic of their deity.
Okay, cool.
Deity being the cat in the box.
What were you expecting us to do with that, by the way?
What?
What were you expecting us to do with the snake?
Oh, I had a variety of options. I didn't know if you were going to try to... I mean, I had multiple scenarios figured out, including one where you call in one of those rocks that comes and, like, grabs it and carries it away to eat it.
Oh, that would've been cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just decided to kill it ourselves. Why outsource it?
Yes, because then you keep what you kill.
Yeah, where's the fun?
Right.
God, I still can't believe that was Carl Urban. Anyway.
You
Right.
expect us to kill the snake that fast?
No, I did not expect you to kill the snake that fast. I thought I made that clear. I had no concept that you were going to basically 2-round a CR-12.
Fire elementals. OP.
We're so dope.
Titan
Yeah.
boa. Yeah, I can't become a Titan boa. If it's CR-12, I cannot become that until I am level 36.
36.
Level 36.
Yeah, how the challenge rating creatures I become work is that it has to be a third of my level rounded down. Which is kind
With
of
a
annoying.
max level of 20, you need to break the game.
Right.
Of course, by that stage, you basically just become a god, so it's like, all right.
Yes, well, we'll see how that works out.
Don't you get, like, advanced polymorphing at higher levels?
Yes.
Yeah, so you could probably use one of those.
Well, no, it's not, like, advanced. I can polymorph at will.
But you can't, like, use some advanced skill to turn into something bigger and better.
No, I don't think so. I think there's a limit to how... I can do it more times, I can't, like, make it stronger, which sucks.
Knife damage is like 1d4.
It should definitely be more than that. I feel like it's more of like a sword if it's like a foot long.
Yeah, so which bumps it up to a 1d6. So I think, let's look at it. How about this? It's a fine knife. So it's something small that you could keep hidden. So unlike a standard dagger that would be a 1d4, it's a 1d6 item, but because it's a fine one, you roll 2d6s and you take the higher number, and that's the damage it does.
I think that's fair. You think about it, it's more going to be like a stiletto, like an assassin's weapon. So it'd actually be perfect for, getting it through, like, say, chainmail armor or something like that. It would just slip right between the links. Or fish scale armor or something like that. It's going to slip in underneath your... it's going to kind of slip in through the gaps. So even, say, plate armor, it's not something you're going to strike at the plate armor. You're going to get in through the armpit or, up underneath the chest plate or something like that.
Yep.
Like I said,
So-
I
or
don't
you
have
wanna
weapons, so
keep
I
it-
probably won't use it, but I could sell it. I might carve some more
Yeah.
designs into it and sell it.
Keep it in your boot in case you're ever like in a tower being attacked by an evil sheriff. You could like whip it out and throw it into his heart at the last minute.
Jeez, this Titan boa though. That bite attack is insane. Plus 13 to hit, 3d8 plus 8 piercing damage. Yeesh.
Yeah,
I think we got off light.
Definitely.
because you guys did so much so fast.
Just did any of us suffer any damage?
Yeah, Ray did.
Ray got. Yeah.
You got covered in snake slime.
To save Dane of all people.
Hey, dwarves.
Anyways, that was fun. Taking down a snake, pretty fun. Yeah, I'm gonna sell that. Definitely gonna sell that.
This has been an Azentuary LLC production. Find us online at azentuary.com for character bios, merchandise, Patreon, and more. Thank you for listening.
It's technically my fault.